What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to another special Sunday video. I'm wearing my Linkin Park shirt because in today's video it's everything about nu metal. I mean, I made last week a tier list and I thought, well, what a great idea to make another tier list this week. But this time we are not talking about the gothic scene, we are talking about nu metal, because when it comes to nu metal, or metal in general, nu metal is by far my favorite genre. I mean, I don't know every band and I really don't know every band in this list, but I think I know enough to make a decent tier list. But before we start, feel free to subscribe to this channel, ring the bell to get notifications every time I release something new. Also, leave a comment down below with your favorite nu metal band and what you think about this tier list. I want to know that, of course. And give this video a thumbs up if you want. And I would say let's go into the tier list maker. Here we go. We have here a few bands and I will explain to you very short how I will rank it. S tier is when I listen to that band a lot of times. I know almost everything and I love this band. A tier is I have heard here and there some songs, maybe one or two records, and I like them, but they are not as good as S tier, of course. B is I know this band and I probably have heard one or two songs and haven't heard, I mean, this explains itself, right? I have never heard of that band. I would say we should start. Maybe you are sad right now, but I have never heard of Edema. Maybe I should. But yeah. Next we have Alien Ant Farm. Very big success with the cover song Smooth Criminal from Michael Jackson, and then they released a song called Movies, also an amazing song. And then they have a song called Burn. Burn was also really good. And the first record, was that the first record? I never was so much into Alien Ant Farm, so I gave it an A, because I definitely know more than one record. But yeah. Clawfinger is a B. I probably have heard one or two songs by Clawfinger, and I saw this band name a few times in my life. So yeah, but I was never really into. Cold Chamber, same with Alien Ant Farm. Some decent songs. I listened one or two records or three by Cold Chamber. I was never so into them. Never heard of Cold. Crazy Town, same. They have some really decent songs. And I'm so happy I saw a couple years ago Crazy Town, because right now it's a little bit hard after Shifty died. Was it last year or 2 years ago? Yeah, never was really crazy about Crazy Town. Crossfade is like Clawfinger. Not bad music, but I never had the time to listen to that band a lot. So it's just B. Deftones, S tier, definitely. Deftones are so unique, and I mean, there's a reason why people say that Deftones is the best music when you make smoosh smoosh with you.
Your tactics don't work on me.
Snarky wants smush smush.
Dude, what the fuck is that thing behind me?
Now, Chino's vocals are so amazing, and the instrumentals, especially the White Pony and the Around the Fur record. These are the best Deftones records in my opinion, and I love Deftones. Dean Cray, well, I wouldn't say that Dean Cray is nu metal. I would say it's J-rock. First of all, I have listened to a lot of Dean Cray records, but I must say they are definitely not my favorite J-rock band. That's definitely Desper's Ray. Dean Cray, I find this band sometimes a little bit too annoying is the wrong word, but sometimes Kyo makes voices with his mouth and I think, bro, why? I would say it's B. I've heard many things from Dean Cray, so it would fit more into A, but it's not so really something I'm into. Disturbed, same. I'm sorry, but every time I hear ooh, I am getting sick of it. Nah, this trip is nothing for me. Dope, the same. I know the song Die MF Die, and I guess that's all. Drawing Pool is A tier. I mean, I guess I know more D & Cray songs than Drawing Pool songs, but just from the music, I'm definitely more into the sound of Drawing Pool. Immure is the same, like Dope. I probably know 2 or 3 songs. They sound not bad, but when you ask me what I prefer, Drawing Pool or Immure, I would say Drawing Pool. Evanescence, but a bad A or a good B, however you want. I know many songs and I've listened to Evanescence when I was a teenager, but today, that sounds harder than I mean it, but I'm a little bit sick of Emily's voice. She has a beautiful and unique voice, but I've heard it so much in my life and I don't know, I don't know. Fever 333, never heard that much of that band. Finger 11, never heard of. Fire from the Gods, never heard of. Flaw, never heard of. Guess I have homework to do. From Ashes to New, this Godsmack. Yeah, from the Ashes to New and Godsmack, I know these bands and I heard 1 or 2 songs by them, but I was never so much into these bands. GOTH'S. GOTH'S is probably the most important band in my life because, and probably you know this too, when you grow up you hear the music your parents are listening to, and then there is a time when you start to find your own music, the music you are into, and that was for me definitely GOTH'S. Also the GOTH'S are the reason why I wanted to become a musician since I'm 6 years old. So this is definitely the most important band in my life and I love this band. I love every record, I love every song, I love everything about them. GOTH'S. On the other side, Hollywood Undead, definitely not my taste. El Nino, I know not so much songs by El Nino, but I love the music. And I'm thinking of putting Immure on A. Incubus, don't know that much, never was really into. Kid Rock, I need a C tier. Okay, put it on B, but I never was really into Kid Rock. King 810, amazing. I saw them when they opened for Slipknot back in 2013. Was the time King 810 were very new and amazing. Korn, S tier. I mean, Limp Bizkit, S tier. Linkin Park, S tier, of course. I mean, to be honest, there are only 3 records by Linkin Park I like. The rest I lost my interest a little bit after Meteora, and I got the interest back with the latest record. Come on, Meteora and Hybrid Theory are 10 out of 10 records. There is not a single bad song on those both records, and I mean, as a band to write 2 records and they are perfect from the first until the last second, that's nearly impossible. So I gave them the credits and it's S tier, definitely. Now we need to talk about the Lost Prophets, because separate the artist from the art. But if you're familiar with the history of the Lost Prophets, it's hard to separate. And I was never so much into Lost Prophets. I guess the only song I know is the song on Need for Speed Underground. B. Mudvayne is A. I guess I only listened to the LD50 record, and that record is really dope. Mushroom Head, probably heard 1 or 2 songs. Nonpoint, never heard of. Nothing Face, never heard of. OurMusicBox, S tier. OurMusicBox is... This woman is so based, and her songs are so dope. And I think she should get way more attention. But yeah, that's life. Some artists are really big and some artists are just some artist. Papa Roach, S tier. A Perfect Circle, A or B, I don't know. I love the sound, but I only know 2 songs or 3. Yeah, I know only a few songs by Mudvayne too. POD, okay, let's put Mudvayne down here. It's here, a mirror here, and Crossfade here. That looks way better. Powerman 5000, I like the sound. Puddle of... Nope. Saliva, also not so really my thing. I saw Saliva the day I saw Crazy Town, because Crazy Town and Davy's Suicide were opener for Saliva. Seether, also not really my music. 7 Dust and Shine Down. 2 Sick Puppies, never heard of. Oh, I hope there are not that much disappointed people. Skillet, heard a few songs. It's not so really my Skintred. Oh no. Oh, I'm sorry. Skillet. Oh, that's the same. Oh, I'm so stupid. Ah, okay, now that's how I want it. Bro, what a stupid question. Slipknot, S tier. Snot makes fun, but it's not. Nah, Snot is more B. Soil is A, they are really good. Soulfly is also not so really something I'm into. Spine Shank is really dope. What's that? I never heard of. Static X, of course. System of a Down, of course. Tantric, never heard of. Taproot, never heard of. Thousands Food Crutch, never heard of. 3 Days Craze and Trap. So that was really fast, but this is how I would say, in my opinion, a really good tier list when it comes to nu metal. And that's a lie, because I'm not so much into Static X. Okay, let me change a little bit here. Okay, I'm definitely S tier are bands I know many songs, or at least, or probably all songs, and I love them to death. Then we have here bands I know, and I definitely know the sound right now in my head, but I was never a huge super fan. I just listen here and there some songs, and I like these bands, except Immure now, and Skillet also. So on B tier we have some bands I know 1 or 2 songs. I'm not really into them. That's pretty decent, but of course if I would have C or D tier, some bands would be way more down, but it's okay. And haven't heard, yeah, well, I have never heard of these bands. I'm a little bit disappointed because there are so many great nu metal bands. Of course Kitty, why is there no Kitty? Kitty would be S tier for sure. If you have some nu metal recommendations, or if you think I should definitely give one of those bands that are in Haven't Heard, I should give them a try, because probably there's 1 or 2 bands in this list that are really, really good. Let me know it. That's my nu metal tier list. What do you think about this list? Let me know it in the comments. And that's it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed my little journey into nu metal and how I would rate these bands. Like I said, feel free to leave a comment down below with your favorite nu metal songs, what you think about this list, etc, etc, and give this video a thumbs up if you like this video. Also, don't forget to subscribe to this channel and ring the bell to get notifications every time I release something new. That's it for today's video, and I would say until next time, peace.